Give me a moment to share with you a very interesting and fun conversation I had with one of my favorite clients. She's in her mid-30s and a beautiful, successful woman. And it's my hope that what I share with her is a help to you. Mid-30s, beautiful, incredibly beautiful, successful. She's a CNA. And she has had 4 relationships in the last 5 years. She said, Doc, I started booking sessions with you because I knew you would tell me the truth. You always have. And she said, I just need to know one thing. I said, what is that? She said, why do I continue to get played by guys the same way? I said, do you know what discernment is? She said, discernment? I said, yes. She said, I think it's when you can look at a situation and look behind the situation to see what a situation is really all about. I said, yeah, that's part of it. I said, but discernment is really the ability to look past what you see or feel to see something for what it is. Discernment is the ability to look past what you see or feel to see something for what it is. I said the downside to the term is that it has really been limited in many spaces to religious circles. Discernment is not a religious term. There are a lot of people who have spiritual connections but no common sense. Discernment introduces common sense because then when you see something for what it is, you have to have the common sense to move accordingly. She said, oh. I said, so do you think you have discernment? She said, I think I have discernment. I said, then if you have discernment, why are you experiencing the same things with men over and over again? She said, that's what I can't get. She said, I meet guys, and when I meet them, I date them, and, I've been in relationships with them, and, they all start off to be great, but then eventually turn out to all be the same. I said, this is why your discernment is not working. The reason why your discernment is not working is because you are not healed and whole yourself. She said, how do you know? I said, because you've been in 4 relationships in the last 5 years. And the most time you've had between relationships has been anywhere from 2 to 4 months. Now, the math isn't mathing for this reason. If you've only given yourself a 2 to 3 month breather between relationships that all fell the same way, that implies to me that you probably have based your perspective of people on your experiences. And when we based our perspective on people based off of our experiences, and those experiences have left us broken, we end up making judgment calls from an unhealed space. I said, let me ask you this question and put it this way. Are all men dogs? She paused and said, no. I said, are all women gold diggers? She said, no. I said, why do people make those statements? She said, probably based on their experience. I said, exactly. And I said, if they don't heal from their experience, what's going to be their perspective? She said that all men are dogs. I said, exactly. Intuition, discernment is not accurate when you are attempting to evaluate something from an unhealed space, which is why many women, many men continue to be played by situations, relationships, people, circumstances over and over and over again. So just because you have the physical traits, just because you have the physical resources, guys, none of that matters if you live your life in an unhealed space, because you will be incapable of evaluating situations for what they are. This is when it got funny. She then says, okay, Doc, let me ask you an honest question. I said, sure. She said, you think I'm attractive? I said, I think you're beautiful. She said, do you think I'm attractive? I said, no. She laughed, and I started laughing when I said it too. She said, why don't you think I'm attractive? I said, because I'm whole and I'm healed. Meaning, while beauty is okay, my discernment tells me you're a poor decision maker. My discernment tells me that you have a bad sense of judgment. And for those reasons, while you might be physically attractive, there is nothing attractive about you that would cause me to risk my wholeness and healed space for you. This is a valuable lesson for all of us to learn. because many people continue to be played in their lives over and over again, not because they're not physically beautiful, not because they're not successful in their careers, not because they don't have these great things going on for them, but because they have not taken the time to heal. They have not taken the time to focus on themselves and work on themselves. And they continue to jump out in spaces thinking that what they bring to the table is more important than the health of the table itself. If you want to make better decisions in your life, better decisions concerning your relationships and connections, the day you decide to focus on yourself and not entertain until you are healed is the day you're going to stop getting played. I hope this made sense. If it did, I want you to type church in the comments with 3 R's. And then remember, you've got 2 jobs. 1, be better today than what you were yesterday. And 2, don't forget what I told you.